So I think I mentioned in a video once, I said I wasn't going to update Cyberdarks, but one of my buddies, TCG Cardcast, who I've mentioned in a few videos before, he was talking to me and he's like, hey, we should work on Cyberdarks. So I was like, sure, let's work on Cyberdarks. So we started working on it, and we actually got something that kind of functions, which is surprising considering it's Cyberdarks. And after playtesting it online, he played it a lot more than I did in the past week that this deck has like existed. And after finally finding my Cyberdark Infernos, the deck profile is ready. This is a little different than what he's playing. This is a little different from what I was playing online, but overall I think that this is a fairly competent Cyberdark deck profile. Before we get into it, if you're feeling generous, if you like the channel and you like what we do here, down in the description there's a link to our Patreon, our Teespring, our Cashapp, our Ko-fi, and our Discord. So if you like chatting with us and joining our weekly tournaments every Friday, that is how to do it. So let's set the spells and traps and the extra deck off to the side, and we will get right into the main deck. I do believe this is 42 cards, and this is a go first Cyberdark deck. It is very much a go first deck. So of course we're playing 2 of each classic Cyberdark, 2 Edge, 2 Horn, 2 Keel. We have found that 2 is the optimal number per se for Cyberdarks, because you really do want to search them, but you also kind of want to open them. But it also sucks because they're not the best thing in the world. These guys do kind of suck, but Edge is arguably the best one because it can attack directly. And then I think after that one, I believe it's Horn. Is Horn the piercing damage? Yes, Horn is piercing. So Horn can also be pretty okay. Keel, I think, is the worst one, just because if it kills something in battle, it burns for 300, which is piddly at best. So, but yeah, definitely Edge is easily the best one. But yeah, 2 of each of the OGs, and then from the Legendary Duelist ones, we are playing 3 Cannon and 3 Claw, because they are the best ones. Cannon searches these guys, Horn searches the spells and traps, so which is why we play a lot of the spells and traps at 1, because we're going to see Claw a lot. Also, Cannon can only search the machine Cyberdarks. When these also have an effect when they're equipped and that they battle. So Cannon, when the equipped monster battles, you get to send a card from your deck to the graveyard. Claw, when the equipped card battles, you get to send a card from your extra deck to the graveyard. So really cool interactions with Claw and Cannon, utilizing different things. But so that's it for the Cyberdark monsters. Moving into the other stuff, we have the honorary Cyberdark 3 Lang Lang. This card is insane for Cyberdarks and is back in the deck. I think I removed this for the Guard Dragon variant. It's been so long since I touched Cyberdarks. But yeah, Lang Lang is really good in this deck. It's a union that makes the attack of the equipped monster base 1000, and it has 1500, so the monster is going to be 20. So when equipped to a Cyberdark by its own effect, it's going to become 2500, which is the biggest a Cyberdark can get off of any equipped monster. I believe any level 3 dragon is in the game. And then and that's really it. It also says that the equipped monster can attack twice, which is really cool. Also, is this sleeve splitting? Yes, it is. That sucks. So we're just gonna throw that sleeve away. We're gonna do this right now. That's right. I hate Eclipse sleeves and I hate Cyberdarks, which is why they're in the same sleeves. Yeah, so Lang Lang, really neat. Then we're also playing 1 Degenerate card. So if you don't know what this card does, it says that while equipped to a monster, the opponent cannot summon from the extra deck. So Cyberdarks can actually play this naturally. I'm really surprised I didn't think of this sooner. Sending this off of like Dragon Shrine or something, because this will give the Cyberdark, I think it'll make it 1200, which does kind of suck, but at the same time it locks your opponent out of the extra deck, so if you can get more things on board, it can be a little more difficult to deal with. But yeah, Cyberdarks can play this naturally, but I'll explain what the deck is supposed to do in just a moment, because we are also playing 3 Symphonic Guitar and 1 Mics. I know I just showed this off on the Symphonic deck not the Symphonic deck profile, the Synchron deck profile too, so I use this engine a lot. But anyways, what this does is this gives us an extra normal summon with a body, which is important because this lets us make Union Carrier. because you will normal summon a Cyberdark, activate Guitar, get Mike's effect, normal summon another Cyberdark, and then you will link Mike's and a Cyberdark together to make Union Carrier, and then Union Carrier will equip this, giving the Cyberdark a bonus 1000, while the Cyberdark will also get a bonus perk off of its own being equipped with a dragon. So that's the gist of the deck strategy, and according to Cardcast, who, like I mentioned, he plays this deck a lot more, it can do this fairly frequently. And in a perfect world, you also equip like a Lang Lang or something, so your Cyberdark is sitting at like 3400 attack. And with that mentioned, or that said, that is it for the monsters of the main deck. Moving into the extra, or the... Wow, I am off. Moving into the spells and traps, we have 3 Cyberdark Inferno. I actually don't think Inferno is that important for this version, but it does prevent your Cyberdarks from being targeted or destroyed by opponent's card effects, which it can be useful. And it also lets you target a Cyberdark monster you control, add it back to your hand, and then immediately normal summon another Cyberdark, which is really cool. We do play 1 impact because fusion summoning is not the main point of this deck. We're trying to make Union Carrier. Same thought process with Overload Fusion. Again, we're not trying to make Cyberdarkness Dragon or Cyberdark Dragon. We're just trying to make the Union Carrier. 1 Monster Reborn for obvious reasons. It just gives us more bodies. 2 Dragon Shrine. This card is really cool. Lets you get Lang Lang in the graveyard. It's just Foolish Burial for the dragons. For the other dragons, mainly Lang Lang. That's because like we do want to resource our deck for that card, and it's nice that Guitar is in the deck because now you can discard Lang Lang off a Guitar, and you can also send it off of the Dragon Shrine. So really cool. We're also playing 2 double summon. Please ignore that both of them look like trash. I don't know what is wrong with my double summons, but all my double summons are just trash. Anyway, this is a really cool card, and we do play it because we won't always see Guitar, and we do want to see extra summons. We do want to get that extra normal on board to get more to get the Union Carrier, and double summon can help us get there because there are. I actually don't think that. I was gonna say I think there's stuff that special summons itself in here. No, I do believe there is not a single thing. So Guitar really does do it, but double summon does help us build a board if we do need it. So alongside that, we're playing 3 Allure because this is a fully dark deck, and Allure is very much needed in Cyberdarks because we do want that Guitar. And then we're also playing 2 Pot of Desires. Again, we want to see that Guitar. Unfortunately, there are going to be times where you banish the mics off this, so it does kind of suck, but what are you going to do? That is it for the spells. We're going to talk about the traps in just a moment because this is a go first deck, like I've mentioned. These things were such a pain to find. I don't know where I put these, but I lost them after I did the Guard Dragon version, and I finally found them because I was looking for cards for the Super Quant video. So that was nice. So for the traps, I'm playing 3. There can only be 1. I know you told me not to play this card cast. I know you said that there's another card that's better, but I'm still main decking There Can Only Be One. I'm also main decking Summon Limit, which is the other card that Cole told me to play. So, which he told me to play this like right before I built the deck, IRL. So the reason we're playing these is because these just lock out your opponent, and yes, it does suck that we have to play Floodgates and Cyberdarks, but here's the thing, you're not always going to open with them, and this is the best way to play Cyberdarks that we found. It is sad, but this is realistically, if you're going to play Cyberdarks, this is how. And the last card I'm playing is Fiendish Chain, just to also get a little bit of an edge on your opponent, because this deck needs it. I'm not even gonna lie, this deck needs this, because Cyberdarks are just so bad. That's it for the main deck. Moving into the extra, we're going to talk about it because we actually don't use a vast chunk of our extra, so I actually don't think this is even 15 cards. I'm playing 2 Cyberdark Dragon because Cyberdark Dragon is actually better. I know I've said that I don't like Cyberdark Dragon in the past, mainly because I feel that he requires too many specific things for such a little effect and for such little attack points. I really do think he should have been 2,000 and this one should have been 3,000, but that's just me. He is much better now. Being able to equip him with something off Union Carrier does make him better, and he is the easier one to summon, especially since the main, the OG Cyberdarks, the Edge, Horn, and Keel, they do play a bigger role in this deck than previously, instead of just trying to do Cyberdarkness Turbo. So this card definitely got, because the way that we play the deck changed, this card does improve. So we're also playing one Cyberdarkness Dragon to summon off Overload. It's whatever, it's not the best monster, but it's okay. I'm also playing one Natis to send off of the Claw. This will pop a card whenever your equipped monster battles. One Rafflesia, this searches Overload Fusion. One Cyber End to equip to the Cyberdarkness. One Blue Eyes Ultimate to equip to the Cyberdark. And one 5-headed as well to equip to the Cyberdark. And then we're also still playing the Shooting Star, Shooting Quasar. This combo is much easier to pull off now in Master Rule 5. You can do this just a little bit easier now. So whenever you equip Cosmic Quasar to the Cyberdark, and the Cyberdark goes away, or the equipped monster goes away, you can summon Shooting Star off of the Quasar, which is kind of nice. And the last card we're playing is Union Carrier. This is what makes the deck... Actually, this ain't that bad. This card isn't that expensive, so I'd still say that this is a pretty budget-friendly deck. But yeah, Union Carrier is what does the thing. We do the Degenerate combo. It does suck that we have to play it that way, but that's the best way that Cyberdarks can exist. And that's really the only way Cyberdarks can actually do anything against anything, like as we found. Because it's not that they're bad, like they can still do like the Floodgate stuff if you don't open the Carrier or you don't open the Guitar, but you do want to open that kind of stuff. And like I said, I know this probably isn't a full extra deck, but what are you gonna do? With that said, that is it for my Cyberdark deck. I legitimately did not think I was going to be doing a Cyberdark 2020 deck profile, let alone anything remotely semi-okay, like something that can actually do something. I remember when Cyberdark Guard Dragon, and I posted that, and that was like the deck. That was such a good version of this deck. And to see it kind of in this spot that it's in right now, where it can do a real play, it has a combo where it does legitimately become somewhat threatening with a 3400 monster, and your opponent either is hit with there can only be one summon limit or Fiendish Chain, and they can't summon from the extra deck. It does become one of those things where it's like, well, I guess I lose. I guess I just lost to Cyberdarks, you know? So let me know what you thought about this deck in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts if you think there are any other ways to improve Cyberdarks further, because I really do think that this is where Cyberdarks are going to hit their key point right now, at least for a long while, because I don't think we're going to get any more Cyberdark support. But like I said, down in the description, there are links to our Patreon, our Teespring, our Cash App, our Ko-fi, and our Discord. So if you like joining our Magical Meltdown tournaments every Friday, that is in the Discord, and you can also support the channel directly that way. We're also doing a promotion with Send Calamity. You can use my code Invoked101, all caps, to get 20% off your order from his store. Link in the description as well. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and with that said, I'll see you in the next video.